when wet zone. Do you guys know what a slippery when wet zone is? SWW zone. Okay, this is a slippery when wet zone.
You like at Walmart or something?
No, price slips. Right? So price slip, you have a slippage in price after a retention of this level, right? And then price slips to the slippery when wet zone, which is going to be the zone that is slipped to before. And they didn't put the sign up. So the same guy slipped at the same zone again. Because they didn't, you know, there was a sign there. You know, historically there was a sign saying, oh, this is a slippery when wet zone. But the guy's like, you know what? I'm going to YOLO. I don't care for signs. And then he got slipped again. Yep. To the same zone. This is a slippery when wet zone. So he starts slipping, right? He starts slipping here, and then he gets licked here. So that's when he gets wet. So start slipping, licked. Slippery when wet. Mm-hmm. And it actually is actually a thing. It's a 1%. Do any one of you was around here when I was talking about this zone before? The 1% slippery zone? This is what this is. Right? There's two of them. There's 1% and there's 2%, right? 1% happens very quickly. 2% is much more long term. Right? It happens very slowly. I think this was this one the 2%? I swear there was one, the one I did. Oh, this one was the 2% here, right? This happened very slowly, right? This happened quickly. This is a 1%. This is a 2%. It is actually a thing that we look at. If you guys were around here, you know, when I said it's going to come down here and test these, there's not really a level here, but it's just a 2% move from the slippery zones. I'm going to actually make it a thing now. It's not actually called slippery when wet zone, but I'm going to meme it that way.
Hashtag Skinner, hashtag SWW.
Yeah.
SWW. Do it.
Let's do it. Slippery when wet. Right. So, jokes aside, guys, okay? These sort of things are played a lot, okay? 2% is slow. The 1% is quick. So if something looks at a level and you're going, okay, they held this level before, now they will hold it again, the likelihood is high. What will happen is you get slippage, right? Because where's the liquidity? 1% down, because there's a lot of dumb people doing 100x's, right? So even if they didn't do 100x's, even if they did 75 or even that would have been licked here, right? And now you get two different sections. You get a slow grind down, and then you get a quick one. This is the slow, which is the 2%. It's much more easier to extend the price if it's a slow. If it's much more quicker to not really hunt for the high leverage if it's a quick, right? You guys understand that. I mean, it's same thing basically happened to the top side, right? Right? Same thing basically happened to top side. Everyone was looking like, okay, this is the entry. All right, I'm going to guesstimate here, boys. How many people had a short from here with a stop loss here? Okay. And what is the percentage from here to here? Do you see it? Do you understand it now? So it's actually a thing. It is actually a thing. And this is what we market makers like to screw around with. It is actually a thing. But yeah.